Welcome to the Ulverstone Recreation Ground for this intra-state series. It is the Devils under-16 girls, North versus South. So North green versus South white. So if you're on the stream, you'll know that the girls from the North in green and the girls from the South in white. Michael Maney with you, and a magnificent day on the northwest coast. We see the girls going through their paces there, just warming up. They'll get going any moment. So the coin toss has been done and the South have won it, and that is through courtesy of Mia Anderson. And there are the lineups. You can see that if you followed this under-16 competition, you'll know that some really good names in there. You see for Devils North, you see Bingley. She is a wonderful player. Saw her play going back a couple of weeks ago in the finals of the NTJFA, so she was outstanding. Ella Nast, number 15 there at centre half back for the Northern girls. And Lily Nast is on the interchange bench, number 5. So both those girls, very, very good players. And we'll see some outstanding players this afternoon, or this morning, that should come in. There's the Southern team, and they're all getting some final instructions from their coach. And this is going to be a game that's going to be hotly contested, no question about that. The ground's in magnificent condition, and we'll see some real quality football. Mia Anderson, number 11, is the captain of South White, and we'll see some strong football from all the girls here this afternoon. Not much breeze to talk about, really. It's a slightly cool breeze, I guess you would say, but it is perfect conditions for footy. I think 4 20-minute quarters in this game. We'll be joined a little later on by Nathan Warren and then Jeremy Weberly, the Devils coach. So we will be joined by them for some expert comments. We've got the umpires wired up today, so the first umpire that you will hear from out on the ground is Kieran Simpson, and Kieran will be able to keep us informed inadvertently of exactly what some of the decisions are from the umpires. I think it's a great thing. Duff TV bringing you this telecast this morning, which will go into the afternoon as the players make their way into their positions. At least the South players do. And then you can hear in the background there some last-minute chanting from the North Green team as they rush to get into their positions to start this game of football. So important for all the girls here, and it is, I guess, a precursor to higher selection for them, and they'll be looking to make every post a winner. There's our ground level camera that we can see the Northern girls coming off an extended bench there, so good to see. All the girls will get a run today, there'll be no doubt about that. So the umpire has ball in hand, just checking around. That is Kieran Simpson. We're underway. South going to left of screen. They won the toss. So up they go. Ball knocked down. South just inching the ball forward. Just dive on it. Handball comes out. Bit of clean possession here. Nicely done by Sophie Strong. Got the boot inside 50. And coming out was Georgia Haberley. She was doing well. Saw her a few weeks ago too. So North go into attack. Handball just hit a bit of grass, but that's okay. They move forward through Tarina Depine Herbert. So some real scrappy play here before they really sort themselves out, and I'm sure they will. And the umpire comes in to ball it up. That's umpire Jed Padman. So up they go. They nullify each other, really. Just knocked forward, just slung in the tackle, and losing control of it was Eva Downey, and she's caught for holding the ball. So a nice tackle there coming from Depine Herbert. So she's got some work to do to get around. Finally got the handball away. The umpire was right there. I think it was the right call. In they go. Gee, the girls really do crash in hard. It's a real feature of their play. No one can get it. Sort of like a bit of a rolling maul here at the moment. A handball coming out. Strong couldn't get a handle on it. Now quick kick forward. No one can take the mark. Haberley. He's got the handball away for North Green. So North Green going to right of screen. South White to the left. Nast got the kick away, close to the boundary line. And it will be thrown back in. So Duff TV bringing you the pictures today on a beautiful day in Ulverstone on the northwest coast of Tasmania. It's a very, very long throw in. I think the girls misread that. That'll be one for future reference. Smashing through was Neve Harding for the green. Nice little quick kick was by Isabella O'Rourke of white. Haberley for green, just lost control of it. Nast quickly onto the boot. Ball's in the middle of the ground. I tell you what, some of these girls are absolutely desperate for this football as Neve Harding comes through. Nicely done. Here's an opportunity. Long kick forward. That was by Eva Downey. Got it deep inside the forward 50 there. No one can get clear possession, just waiting for it to funnel out. North Green doing some heavy defending here. Haberley again, she's been very prominent early. The umpire will probably call for a ball up. Desperation, 3 minutes gone in this first term, and they haven't sorted themselves out yet. Everyone really wants a piece of that leather. Nicely done. Picked up by Mia Anderson, the skipper. Little handball over the top. That was nicely done by Jasmine Thompson, one of the co-captains of this team. A kick into the middle of the ground. No one can take the mark. Good defending there by Chloe Broomhall, who got it out wide. One for the runners. Adelaide O'Donoghue had the helmet on, but Haberley again got the kick away. Haberley's had plenty to do because that ball has been pushing into the south forward line for pretty much all of this first 4 minutes of the term. Picked up and kicking it was Madison Devine. Haberley got a bad bounce, a fickle bounce really, allowed Sophie Lang, but Haberley went back and snatched it off her. Knocked down by Hersey. Quick kick around was smothered. Some of those real in-close plays. High ball, and the mark has been taken by Herbert. Peen Herbert. Nice looking kick. Oh, just a juggling mark there by Lucy Dennis. And Lucy Dennis is about 40 metres from goal here. Take her best kick. Lucy Dennis. Nice mark. She's got a good procedure here. Here she goes. She's going to wind up. Got under it a bit. It's going to fade away to the right, but it could be the first score of the day. It is a behind. So North Green score a behind, and they lead South White. After South had done all the attacking in the early 4 or 5 minutes. No mark at the back. Grace Weldon. Ball's close to the line before Georgia Gillow can snag it back in. One of the co-captains of the North Green side. So up it goes. Gillow again. Grace Weldon can't get near it. Then it's forced out of play by Isabella O'Rourke, number 13 for the white side. A pretty frenetic start to this game. No real clear breakout of stoppages yet. Taking it out of the ruck and doing extremely well was Harding. Strong. Did it nicely. She's got a problem here, and she's caught with the footy. Well, she wanted to go to her right. She saw nothing. Forced to go back on her left, and she ran into all sorts of trouble. So the free kick goes to Harriet Bingley. Bingley, a real star. And here's the young lady who's now taken 2 marks. That's Lucy Dennis, wearing the number 27. So Dennis kicks that ball deep into attack, and a nice big fist to the line. And we'll get another ball in. Yeah, that's nicely done. by Lucy Dennis, who's proving to be a bit of a handful up forward. If you can get it in the air to her, she looks dangerous. If you can get it in deep. Lily Nast was on hands and knees there, number 5 for Green. Almost trips over. Quick kick out of there is effective, but it may come back in. Handball over the top. Ball was touched. You might have heard that in the effects microphone. It'll roll out of play before Taylor Bell and also Josie Rose can get there. So all of a sudden, from about 4 minutes of attacking from South White with no score, we have North pushing forward inside their forward 50. Just paddling it away was Asher Newnham, I should say. Beautifully done there by Ferangic, who got it away. Comes close to the line here with Ella Nast. She's caught. Somehow got it away. It was on the blind side of the umpire. That might have been a push. And the umpire's letting it go a little bit. Picked up by Evie Ward for South. Awkward bounce. Might work out okay. Quick handball comes out. A bit too quick for a few of them. Here comes Mia Anderson. You can hear the calls of Mia, Mia, Mia. Nicely done, beautifully done by Bowring, who got the high kick in. No mark. Was almost taken by Asher Newnham. In fact, it was Misha Barwin, I should say. And the umpires plucked a free kick. And it will go to Alice Bowring. Good-looking drop punt too, right out in front. Great defending by North Green just to knock it away. Anderson fell over. She's got a problem now. Gets it away to Lily Nast, who also had a problem, and she's been pinged. So the tackling has been a feature so far. Free kick going to Stella Pritchard. So that was a wonderful tackle by Stella. So Pritchard goes with a low driving drop punt, and that's terrific, and has found Ellie Hendricks. Hendricks, couple of kicks from goal, you'd have to say. Nast went up, missed it. Little handball comes out. Here's a chance for South. They might get through. Great defence, North just trying to get it to the line if they can. Body's on the line. Handball comes out. Oh, that's dropping the ball. Close to it anyway. Kelsey Smith a little lucky there for Green. And here they come out of defence. Nicely done by Harrison. Jasmine Harrison. Got it to almost the wing. Just having a fresh area there was Yaron. And that's a brilliant tackle. She had an opportunity there, did Savannah Maloney, and she got done. So the free kick going to Madison Devine. Devine with a good probing kick. And it's a bit of a stalemate here. I think the umpire will call for a ball up. Both those players not wanting to relinquish the footy. So 10 minutes gone in the first term. North Green got it behind. South White. Away we go through Grace Weldon. She got a kick into the middle. Lots of numbers here for both teams. Handball comes out. That might have been a throw, but the umpire said no, that's okay. Samara Whitney went through, the little number 6 for North Green. Another stalemate. I think we'll have a ball up. Sophie Lang's going to come in, puts a hand up. Number 2 there for South. Nicely by Dennis in the ruck. Touch ball. They have to keep on playing this one. Bingley was there for North Green. She's got it now, Bingley. She's a known goal kicker. She might not get a goal here, but she's pushed that kick deep into the forward 50, but coming out and taking the mark was Josie Rose. Rose's kick is going to be marked almost a fingertipper there by Samara Whitney. South defending grimly. The little kick is marked right on the fingertips. Nicely done by Georgia Gillow, one of the co-captains. Gillow on the wing, right in front of Duff TV broadcast van. Kicks it high. Oh, Bingley might be paid the mark here. I think she is. So Harriet Bingley goes with a long kick. Oh, that's a mark and or free kick. Nothing paid. I thought it might have been paid there to Charlie Davis. Just a little scrubbing kick, strong, tackled, rides it, gets it away. Nice little handball by Millie Richardson. So sets up South, and they might be in a bit of good opportune here, but no, they can't. The little kick away, they had a player running in. That was Asher Newnham, and she couldn't get the ball to her. It was touched off the boot, so golden opportunity for South gone. So in a split second, that ball is in South's territory. Nice little quick kick. Handball comes out. Might be okay here to Anderson. She does a little bit of fancy footwork and then forced to go the handball. So the umpire doing the right thing, I think, here, just letting the play go a bit. Here's Anderson again. Goes with a real high ball. Nast on the line, gets her fingertips to it. So scores levelled up, a point each. And Nast, I think it took a girl of her height to be able to get the fingertips on that. That was heading for a goal. So Haberley plays on. It's a long kick out wide. No mark. Quickly South go back into attack, but Haberley is there again to save the day. Had plenty of it very early in the piece. And the kick out wide. Weldon, who couldn't take it on the outer side there. So they just pile in. And the umpire calls for a ball up. The North Green bench. Nathan Warren there, working the clipboard. Trying to set things up for the rest of the day. Nice tackle. Evie Ward couldn't get a kick away, and they dive in on the footy. Sophie Lang, the number 2 in white. And she'll do the ruck work here, I'd imagine. They've just got to factor in just for a slightly longer ball in for the boundary umpire. So I think they've set themselves back. They've adjusted well. Over the top came Alice Bowering. Grace Weldon couldn't get it before it floats out of play, and looks like Sophie Lang will contest this ball in. She might have done the last one, but so Lucy Dennis knocks it down for Green. Running onto it and doing well was Natasha Fajanic. Ball jars loose. The umpire's doing the right thing here because that ball will come loose sooner or later. And I think they've taken the attitude that we'll give a little bit here so that that ball can jar free. Opportunity there, nicely done by O'Rourke. Mia Anderson again. Just swung in the tackle was Asher Newnham. This ball could be kicked off the ground. It might just roll through. Another crack at it there, and she couldn't quite get it on the boot, was Jasmine Thompson. In fact, it was Ellie Henricks who couldn't quite get a boot to the ball. She had one go at it, then found herself in an opportunity for another, but then a big tackle. So here we go. High kick. It won't be a goal. They keep it in. And hooking around the corner, a good-looking kick by Shelby Leonard. All comes out. Henricks again. Here's Barwin. Barwin this way, that way. Oh, beautiful smother by Haberley, who's been terrific so far in this first term. She's had her work cut out. She's had to get involved quite a bit. Here they go again. Throwing it on the boot. And a mark has been taken back there by Ali Green. The Ali Green kick was okay. Mark was missed. In they go. Nicely done by Harrison. They bring it out now to Jasmine Thompson. Funny old kick. Might just work out okay, though. That was Asher Newnham, the number 1 for North Green. A push in the back. So South will go back into attack here. The free kick goes to Rihanna Davis. So Rihanna Davis. Good looking kick, but Weldon gets there and takes the mark. Starting to sort them out as far as names and numbers go. The kick flicks over the back, almost to Annalise Hersey there, the number 17 in the ponytails. And it'll be a ball up. 17 gone in the first quarter. All squared up at 1 point apiece. Been tough to score here. Both defences have been resolute.
Contest.
All down to South's forward line. Asher Newnham for Green, wearing the number 1.
Ball's out.
Umpire there calling balls out. And mark has been taken by Yaron. So Yaron,
Play on.
called to play on. Kicks it inside 50. Nast at the back. Oh, that's a lovely mark taken by Sophie Strong. Now she's off. Keeps it low. Couldn't quite get it to a teammate there in Leonard. In they come again. Strong again. Got the kick away. Squeezed it out. But taking the mark was Portia Lambie, the number 24, in defence for Tassie. And the Tassie jumpers at least. Lucy Dennis couldn't take the mark. Handball over the top. Almost the intercept by Sophie Lang. Lucy Dennis got it away. A couple of minutes to go in this first term. No one scored a goal yet. Savannah Maloney gets it long, and that's a terrific mark being taken back there by Josie Rose. She's been good back there. All the defensive players have been terrific, and that's a good mark by Mia Anderson. Good hands, and the kick was terrific. Also to Strong. Strong just delayed it a bit and chipped it nicely. Little handball over the top by Bowring. So they go inside again. Barwin. Kick was touched off the boot. Nast. It's the handball. Haberley. She'll want the line here. She'll want to try and keep it close to that line. She might get a free kick for a push. So Heidi Preshaw about to come on, the number 10 there for South White. It's hard not to call them Tassie when they play in that green jumper. Sokolski. Little handball away by Lang, I think it was. Annalise Hersey there. Booted out of there by Jasmine Thompson. Bouncing ball. They've got about 30 seconds to get a score here. Maloney did it nicely. Shrugged one tackle. Got a handball away. Didn't need the fumble over there from Charlie Davis. Here's another opportunity by Taylor Bell. She's got about 15 seconds to work some magic here. Ball close to the line, and that might just be all we see in the first quarter. So a point each. And by the time this ball gets in, it will be quarter time. And there's the siren. Quarter time in this Devils Intra-State Series match. North Green up against South White in the under-16s. And it is North Green with one behind, South White also one behind. And a pretty hotly contested first quarter there. The girls are really sucking them in because the tackling has been very, very good. They haven't been able to get out and run and break the lines too much in this game because it's been a game that's been contested in nice and close. And you really find it hard to pick a winner from here. I think both teams superbly matched here. And this is going to be a close one right to the very end. But it's quarter time for Duff TV in the 2022 Devils Intra-State Series. North Green, one behind. South White, one behind. Jeremy Webberley to join us in a few seconds, the Devils coach, and we'll just wait for him to get himself organised. We'll have a look at this this second quarter. So here we go, second quarter underway, and welcome to you, Jeremy. What did you make of that? What did you make of that first quarter? Pretty tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was pretty tight. I think nerves and excitement for the girls, and the game didn't really open up at all. Opened up a couple of times when the South were able to get the ball out the other side, but a lot of contested stuff, but not a bad start from the girls all in all.
Yes, it's a beautiful day for it, and I think as they get a little tired and as things start to break up, we'll see the girls start to get going. There's a player down on the ground there, and she's been hit hard, and I'm not sure who it is, but she's in a little bit of trouble. I think we might have a delay here, and that is not good. She's collapsed, I think. I don't know whether she got hit. Yes, she's hit her head, as you can see. Good on the replay there, Duff TV. And this ground, even though it looks very well grassed, etc., there may be some very hard points in it, and I think she is in a little bit of trouble. So we're just waiting for some of the medicos to be able to come and help her. She's trying to get up now, and that is who's that? That is Neve Harding, and she's. I guess once she gathers herself, Jeremy, here, she's going to have to make her way to the bench. I guess in this modern day, which is brilliant, we need to take care of head knocks, and I'm sure that she might just she'll feel pretty sick at the moment. She might just have to watch the remaining part of the game from the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. She'll go down and do the concussion test, but as we know, head knocks today are taken extremely serious, so I imagine that she'll be out of the game, unfortunately, but it looked like a bit of a tackle, stumble, and then a bit of a head knock. So, yeah, not ideal, but it's great to see that she's up and communicating there, and she'll head off the ground soon, no doubt.
Yeah. So there she is. And she's just, I guess, just trying to get this. She might even be doing some sort of a test out there at the moment, Jeremy.
Yeah, I noticed there before that she, I think they were checking her teeth out. It looked like she face planted a little bit there, watching the replay, but she's up to her feet now and obviously coming off the ground. So
that is good news, because she was motionless for a little while there, maybe just trying to gather her thoughts as she was laying down. Was it what just happened? But yeah, she's going to take a spell, Harding. And some nice cheers from the crowd to see that she's up and about. So there's the North Green bench. Some good talent out here, Jeremy. We've seen some of the girls. You can sort of pick them out. The girls that are just a little bit have progressed a little bit further than some of the others. But there's some really nice players coming through. Yeah, absolutely.
The one thing I've been really impressed with was the kicking skill of some of the girls, and their kicking technique's been quite good as well. So. See North taking it forward here, but yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed watching the girls for 12 months. These girls obviously played footy for a longer period of time, so their fundamental skills are a lot better or more developed at this stage.
North Green inside, attacking 50, picked up and shot for goal there by Ben Herbert, and that might have just rolled through, desperate by Rose, but it's a goal. So the first goal of this clash in the under-16 girls, North Green versus South White. And it's been kicked by Herbert, so nice bit of work by her. She's been quite lively, Herbert. She's got a bit of talent, this girl, and the ball's just gone over the top, and then just roved it beautifully and got it on the boot quickly.
Yeah, she looks like a dangerous forward. Took a couple of really nice marks in the first quarter up the top end of the ground, and now she's hit the scoreboard. So she's very, very promising player and started the game extremely well.
Got an A-grade bounce too, yes. By the look of it. So you always love those. You miss a lot that don't bounce the right way. It's nice to get one in your favour.
You take those, don't you?
You do. Another ball up, just repeating that Neve Harding just off with concussion. She took a head knock on the ground, so nothing sinister from the opposition. She's okay, and we might get a further update on how she's going a little later. So the first goal kicked to the 2-minute mark. Nast couldn't take the mark. Strong, she's a very promising young player in Sophie Strong. Nast got the kick away. She's got another free kick coming back. It might be coming back to, was it downfield? Let's have a look. It might have been a holding free kick there against O'Rourke. So getting a bit of distance in the kicks too, which is terrific. Quickly on the boot there by Bingley. Bingley's a gun. Defending here by South, tries to crash through, did it nicely too, Downey. Handball over the top. So this is a nice bit of play here. Finished off by Bowering, who got it to the pocket. That ball might find the line, and it does, before Kelsey Smith can get there. And also Madison Devine. What sort of things, Jeremy, are you looking for? You know, you're looking at these girls, looking at development, you're looking at skills, things to work on, you know, trying to pick a strong squad.
Yeah, probably just their fundamental skill, as I touched on before, like their ground ball gets and how clean they are below their knees, but then also, you know, their decisions with handball and then kicking and kicking techniques. So just the fundamentals of the game that we're so used to seeing. And then sort of once we identify that, then it's probably that athletic profile stuff, their running ability and their speed is what we're looking for. So most girls out there today have got really good tenacity and hunger from the contest. That's why they're here. But then we're just sort of looking for that more accomplished skill set and athletic profile.
Papa Vasilou just kicking it out long for North Green from the full back position. Haberley, who's been good so far. Jasmine Thompson couldn't get the run of it. Haberley backed it up and did nicely. Got a real high ball. Handball out. In they go. Adelaide O'Donoghue wearing the helmet.
Come up to Ella, come up to Ella, come up to her.
Thompson, who couldn't get it away. Another little handball out there by Heidi Preshaw. Now Weldon, bouncing ball. Bingley couldn't trap it. Mark Pade to Weldon. Now goes to Samara Whitney. That's a good kick. And the young lady who kicked their first goal, Herbert, has got it. She might be too far out, but she says, I'm going to play on, make every post a winner. And then the kick was just a little bit on the instep there. She got the wobbles with her hands a little bit, didn't quite steady it, and kicked it behind. So
she does attract the ball, though, up forward, doesn't she?
She does.
She does take a strong mark. So just that finishing skill there let her down. Didn't quite get the bounce from the one before, but she's definitely someone to watch.
I think she knows when to lead and where to lead, and that's a good thing. Here's Weldon. A handball of sorts out. Eva Downey there now. She's got to try and pick out something downfield that works for her. Nast is there. That's Lily Nast. A couple of Nasts playing. They're good players too, both girls. I think maybe Samara Whitney left it for a teammate. Quick kick from Thompson. Now this ball needs to be clean out of here. Nicely done by Davis. She got caught but fed it out. The handball was there from Josie Rose. Kick was partially smothered. Hersey's kick at least. High ball. This might be okay. Or Herbert. Well, she had it. She might just go with a check side kick. And she kicked another behind. Or has she? Now, the goal umpire is not sure whether it was a behind or the boundary umpire said it was out on the full. But maybe that's a little notation to her, but where's your left?
Yeah, that is. She spilt the mark too, which is she showed that she's fantastic in the air. So a few opportunities this quarter, hasn't quite made the most of them.
Davis, who's been prominent in the last few minutes here.
Yes, that was a very nice mark and a very good kick as well.
Yaron wants to get it back to Davis, who called for it, and she fumbled it. She's got a bit of work to do here. Here's Nast now. A little short kick. Herbert was right there. Now she pounces. Thought about the left, decided on the right again. Downey just clears it. Downey's had a lot of work to do. Now Davis again. Well, she's just hacking it out of there, but it might work okay. And she tried to play on, did Fajanic. Then got caught. The umpires are letting it go, and I think that's a good thing. Let this game flow a little bit. Quick kick forward by Ling of North. Now Weldon. She's got to pick out a target. She had Maloney. Herbert's hovering there, just waiting for a scrap or two on the outside. Maloney tried to get it away. Evie Ward did very, very well to get a long kick. Now they go. Here's a real chance. Strong. Got it inside 50. It's only shallow at the moment, though. North Green having to do some real hard work here. Jasmine Harrison went in hard. Now Haberley. Well, she just scruffed it out of there. Put it on the boot. That's a good mark. Richardson has a really good mark. That would impress that man. But the kick not so good for Janic. Little handball chopped off. Well done by Bowring. Kick was smothered. Some of that in-close work has been very good by both teams. Kelsey Smith with the smother that time. Opportunity there for Madison Devine. Couldn't quite get it. Now to O'Rourke. Kicks it high. That's almost a mark. Umpire said play on. That was Portia Lambie. Now the kick inside 50. Bouncing ball's not going to bounce the right way. It might trickle through for a behind. No one. Picked up. Snap. I think that's a goal.
Right through.
Ellie Hendricks. Well, she kicked her behind a moment ago off the ground, and she's looked really like a goal sneak up forward there for South, and South get their first goal.
Yeah, South have looked dangerous when the ball's on the ground. Like young Sophie Strong through the middle of the ground there showed some really good leg speed and then a nice kick into space, and then young Hendricks just made something out of nothing essentially. There was a good outnumber there from South and a nice snap goal. So very tight game. It looks like the girls starting to fatigue and it's becoming a bit scrappy, but some good one-on-one contests.
But that's goal sense, and she knew where they were. So I think maybe one of the North Green girls kicked the wrong way.
That might work out here though.
It might do. Weldon's taken the mark.
Been prominent, Weldon.
Yes, she has. And had mark taken there by Davis. So Davis has been important for them in this second term for South White. So she goes long, and that's a good mark. That's beautifully taken by O'Rourke. So gets long, almost a mark. Here's Lang. Lang sizes them up, goes long, bouncing ball will just fade away for a behind. But gee, South White look like they've got their running game. They've got something building here.
Yeah, they look really dangerous when they go forward, don't they? Like they haven't probably had it in there as much as what North have, but when it goes in, it does look very dangerous. I think that leg speed and ground ball looks extremely dangerous for South.
High kick. No mark. Strong. Got the handball away. Sure, Bowring back to Strong. Strong's going to kick it high. It's going to float over the back. Here's Hendricks again. Don't let her anywhere near it. I think it might have hit the behind post. It'll be a ball in. There it is. Might have just ricocheted off there. We don't have the arc here today, Jeremy, to be able to go to. We do have a replay, though, which is great.
Nice play from young Bowring there, who's sisters of Priya Bowring, who was a prominent player and won the Rising Star Award for the NAB League Girls this year. There's people that follow the NAB League Girls and got involvement there. That's a little relationship there.
Here's Bazima, who got the ball on a boot. Kicks it long, it's bouncing. So South doing really well here through Broomhall. And the kick is nicely weighted to Vajanic. Vajanic cradles that ball when she kicks. She'll learn how to do that absolutely spot on as she goes along. She's only early in her journey, as all these girls are. Here's Strong, and the tackle came from Rory Ling. And that's one thing, Jeremy, I've been impressed with, having done quite a lot of girls' games, that the tackling is just unbelievable. There's another one. It's very rare. They're very rare that they don't stick their tackles.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think their courage when the ball's on the ground is second to none, isn't it? Like it's almost like they have no fear, which is great to see. And you're right, their tackling stuff is fantastic. I think that's what draws them to the game, isn't it? It's that opportunity to play a really physical sport, which is great for the girls.
Jasmine Harrison took a lovely mark just a second ago. Now the handball comes out. That was well done by Gillow. Ball's going to come back in for South. So North Green all of a sudden find themselves with a lot of problems. because South are really trying to push this forward. Here's Weldon, I think it is. In fact, it's Newnham. So Newnham back to Weldon. So they're waxing there. Maybe she'll get it back again. But Newnham goes inside 50. Maloney couldn't take the mark, but just buckled away free. She kicks it long. It might get a reasonable bounce here with a bit of luck. Here's the opportunity here for Charlie Davis, but it rolls out of play. So North Green would love to score here because South White have had a mortgage on it really in this term up forward. Ball right to the back. Here's a chance for Conkey, and the kick just goes across the face, hit the behind post. It'll be a ball in.
Yeah, North just can't quite make the most of their opportunities, can they? They've had some open shots on goal, haven't quite finished off, and that's probably what has kept South in the game. When South go forward, they hit the scoreboard, whereas North have had it in there more often. They just haven't been able to put the score on the board.
Here's Herbert, and Downey with the tackle. Yep. So the nice little crowd come in today, the mums and dads and rellies and anyone who loves football coming in. Here's a chance for North Green again. Conkey tackled. Nicely done. That ball might be hustled through for a behind, but no, they've kept it in. Now this is dangerous stuff. Here's oh goodness me, this is Neve Harding who's back on, so she must have passed the protocol test. She might have just been a bit stunned. Davis kicks it high. No one can take the mark. Georgia Gillo's there. She just tracked that footy beautifully, kept her eye on it, and that's a good kick, a punishing kick inside 50. No one can take the mark. Where's one for the Rovers? Weldon was there. South just dive on it and lock it in. That's good defence by South, because if that ball had have got out, there were North Green players everywhere. They go. Herbert just went to her knees a little bit early there, and maybe she's been called for holding on to it. So a bit of fancy footwork back there. So Rihanna Davis with a kick to the line. Oh, just kept in. Nicely done there by Isabella O'Rourke. Here's Strong. Strong now cuts through the centre of the ground. This ball might work okay for Bowring. I think a teammate got in the way. No one can really pick it up. Maisie Clark was there, the number 23. Free kick for in the back. And it will go to Jasmine Harrison. She's done some nice things in this term, Harrison. Took a nice mark a moment ago. The kick's a little bit awkward. Strong couldn't take the mark, but she really lowered the eyes beautifully and picked out a target, and Shelby Leonard has got it about 30 metres from goal, and she's looking around to see if she might be able to give this off, but this is what Strong's been good at, lowering the eyes and just pinpointing a target. Yeah, she's really stood out a few times, hasn't she? She's clean below her at ground ball, and then she's got nice leg speed and a fantastic pass there as well. So she's had a couple of really solid moments this quarter to set up a couple of scoring opportunities, as I think that might have been touched, or is that wobbly old ball, and the goal umpire's not sure. I think he's going to bring in the boundary there to see whether that ball's just got over the line for a goal. I'm pretty sure it did. Looks like they're going to pay it. Yep. It looked like the defender for North Green had actually conceded that. The body language was, oh, that's a goal, and she's walked away. But Shelby Leonard, well, she gets the second goal, and here it is. It's a real wobbler, and you can see she's over the line, and the ball is back behind her, and I think she being Ali Green. 10 metres that way. And that is a goal, so a second goal. And again, it's that one inside 50. North have it down the other end. 3 or 4 opportunities, repeat entries, don't quite score, and South go up the other end and kick a goal from limited opportunities. So that's probably the difference in the game at this stage. Yeah, no doubt. Jeremy Webley on special comments. Michael Maney with you in commentary as Bingley can't pick it up. Goes in with a tackle though. Lily Nast with a quick handball for Green. Swung around was the skipper and Mia Anderson, but it falls here to the North Green team. Herbert's there. Oh, roving it beautifully. They might get some reward here with Taylor Bell just surging forward. And as quick as you like, they respond. And that's something, Jeremy, they haven't been able to do. And the score's all locked away at 2-3-15 with a couple of minutes to go.
Yeah, that was a really nice piece of play, and a great clearing kick there from Bingley, who's been pretty good today. And she was in our development squad last year, trained with our squad all last year, or this year, sorry. So, yeah, she's showing that she's definitely someone that's going to have a bit of an impact for us next year. She's been solid so far today.
So, scores locked away just before half-time. Good to see that some famous names, Devine, Bingley. There's some great Tasmanian names there.
Yeah, there is. There's some.
Here's Barwin. Got it away again to O'Rourke. Here's another chance for South. They'd love a lead at half-time. They've got it inside 50 and they've got just under a minute to be able to do something about it. Bowering over the ball there. So getting close to half-time, Bowering in the ruck, knocked it out to the advantage of a couple of teammates there. North Green, Lang tried to go through, Strong, lost it, got it back, thought about a left footer, said no, I rather my right. Was that touched? Play on, said the umpire. We've got about 30 seconds to go, just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And umpire Kieran Simpson will ball it up again. Bowering just over the top. Strong almost with the takeaway from the clearance. Here's Anderson, kicks it high. Someone's got to sit under this and take the mark. They did. Nicely done. That was beautifully done in the end by Papavasalou. But the siren goes, and I think probably a pretty justified half-time score, because this has been as even as it gets. So it is North Green 2-3-15, South White 2-3-15. Goals for South White, Hendricks has one and Shelby Leonard a single. And then for North Green, there's been Taylor Bell with one, and the other goal kicker is Herbert with one. So Jeremy Webley, a tight first half. It's been tight all the way through. I think I said halfway through the first we're going to have a game that's going to be just a game of inches. But what are your impressions on that first half of football here at Ulverstone?
Yeah, basically what you just said, mate. It was a very tight game. These groups look like they're out there to win, and they're playing for each other. So I think we're going to see much of the same in the second half. There have been some really good flashes of brilliance. You know, Strong up forward for South was fantastic that quarter in setting up a couple of their shots on goal. I thought young Herbert for the North as well was dangerous up forward as well. So yeah, there's been some flashes of brilliance, as I said before. But yeah, it's been a nice start. It's a very even contest. The tackling and the contested ball stuff has been ferocious, so it looks like we're in for a good second half.
And I think they've wanted to share the footy around too, which has been good, because sometimes the development of the skills are not there, but their willingness to want to share the ball with a handball, etc. Trying to get that decision making right for both teams, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. There's been some nice sort of ground balls and then handball to a player on the up out of the contest, which I think's really improved in the girls' game. There's still a way to go, but you can see the girls here today have that, I suppose, one, the knowledge to ground ball then handball, but also the willingness to do it is two different things. But that's been exciting, and see on the highlights there, that was a great ground ball to handball get. So yeah, there's been some nice passages of play. As I said before, like the fundamental of the kick with a lot of these girls is really exciting. So yeah, it's a nice show of you know, the talent coming through in Tassie footy.
Well, it's half-time here at Ulverstone Recreation Ground in this Devils under-16 girls representative game. North Green up against South White. It is 2-3-15 apiece, and we'll be back with the second half as soon as the girls make their way back out on the ground. North Green inside, attacking 50. Picked up and shot for goal there by Ben Herbert. And that might have just rolled through. Desperate by Rose, but it's a goal. So the first goal, Bingley's a gun. Defending here by South, tries to crash through. Did it nicely too, Downey. Handball over the top. So this is a nice bit of play here. Finished off by Bowering, who did very, very well to get a long kick. Now they go. Here's a real chance. Strong. That was Portia Lambie. Now the kick inside 50. Bouncing ball's not going to bounce the right way. It might trickle through for a behind. No one. Picked up. Snap. I think that's a goal.
Go through.
Ellie Henricks. Well, she kicked her behind a moment ago off the ground, and she's looked really like a goal sneak up forward there for South, and South get their first goal.
Yeah, South have looked dangerous when the ball's on the ground.
Find themselves with a lot of problems because South are really trying to push this forward. Here's Weldon, I think it is. In fact, it's Newnham. So Newnham back to Weldon. So they're waxing there. Maybe she'll get it back again. But Newnham goes inside 50. Maloney couldn't take the mark, but just buckled away free. She kicks it long. It might get a reasonable bounce here with a bit of luck. Here's the opportunity here for Charlie Davis, but it rolls out of play. So North Green would love to score here because South lowered the eyes beautifully and picked out a target, and Shelby Leonard has got it about 30 metres from goal, and she's looking around to see if she might be able to give this off, but this is what Strong's been good at, lowering the eyes and just pinpointing a target.
Yeah, she's really stood out a few times, hasn't she? She's clean below her at ground ball, and then she's got nice leg speed and a fantastic pass there as well. So she's had a couple of really solid moments this quarter to set up a couple of scoring opportunities, as I think that might have been touched, or is that
wobbly old ball, and the goal umpire's not sure. I think he's going to bring in the boundary there to see whether that ball's just got over the line for a goal. I'm pretty sure it did.
Looks like they're going to pay a fight score, and South go up the other end and kick a goal from limited opportunities. So that's probably the difference in the game at this stage.
Yeah, no doubt. Jeremy Webley on special comments. Michael Maney with you in commentary as Bingley can't pick it up. Goes in with a tackle though. Lily Nast with a quick handball for Green. Swung around was the skipper and Mia Anderson, but it falls here to the North Green team. Herbert's there. Oh, roving it beautifully. They might get some reward here with Taylor Bell just surging forward, and as quick as you like they respond, and that's something, Jeremy, they haven't been able to do. We have Jeremy Webley with me in commentary here, and Jeremy, first couple of quick goals could set the pattern for the second half.
Yes, absolutely. Been an extremely even game thus far, so I'm really excited to see how the second half goes.
Here's Haberley, who's probably been one of the best on the ground. He kicks North Green into attack. Little handball over the top by Vajanic. And she's back on it again. Rose chopped off there by Taylor Bell, who kicked a lovely goal toward the end of the first half. Umpire said play on. Mic'd up is Jed Padman, the umpire. So we'll hear from Jed throughout this second half. Haberley didn't have prior opportunity according to the umpire. Little quick kick. Lily Nast. Away to Savannah Maloney. Here's a chance from Weldon, and the mark almost taken by Bingley. She's had an almost day, Bingley. She did it beautifully to Weldon. Now Weldon's kick is into the pocket, and almost a mark there to Bazima. Bazima gets the handball away. There's still a chance here. North Green. This is great defending by South, who really stifled that footy and got it out wide, got a boundary throw in. So North Green, once again, Jeremy, with opportunities, couldn't quite capitalise.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had it in there. I'd love to know what the inside 50 stat is, but yeah, they've had it in there. Just haven't been able to probably put their dominance on the scoreboard, as I said before, half time. So I'm sure that weighted numbers, if they continue to go this way, will pay dividends for the North. But the South are extremely efficient when they do go forward.
Heidi Prashaw has got it. Bit of an up and under kick at Haberley, who she doesn't need much of an opportunity. Called to play on, they can't stick the tackle. Weldon again, who's been very consistent throughout this game. High kick. Opportunity for Bell again, who really looks a player, Bell. I think if she reads the ball so nicely. Hersey, kick was touched off the boot, was it? No, came off the side of the boot, out of bounds on the full. So Josie Rose just working on all their craft here, the girls. Just at under 16 level. Rose goes out wide. That kick has to be pinpoint because Herbert is there and she can sniff a goal from any meterage out. And the umpire will ball it up.
Go that way.
Up it goes. Bingley caught, couldn't get through. Goes in with a tackle again.
Play on.
Umpire's giving them a bit of leverage. Quick kick out of the congestion. Nast couldn't take it. That was Ella Nast. Here's an opportunity for Strong. She can have a bounce. I think maybe the first or second bounce we've seen today. Strong just chipped the little ball, but in the end, it was Papavasalou who did nicely and took the mark. She wants to go corridor. Haberley's the target. Haberley can't take it. Downey might have been held without the footy, said the umpire. So Downey, who's been terrific off half back for them. She swings around, does a nice bit of footwork, gets around on the mark, and then kicks high. No mark taken. Ball loose into the pocket. Little handball comes up here to Misha Barwin. Barwin gets the kick away, but it's out of bounds on the full. So the girls don't mind taking a risk going up the corridor. I don't think probably at this stage of their development that that defensive kick out of the out to the boundary is there.
Yeah, but I think it's good to see them trying to get the ball into space. Like we saw there that South took a risk before. They did finally get it out the other side, and then Strong has some space to run and move. So I think that's the next phase for the girls, to open up their vision and find little uncontested marks like this. Here's fantastic play. Yep. I think that is Strong there. She goes, she's got space to run and move, and then hopefully find another target inside 50 like that. So we can see there that's a nice piece of play there. There's no risk in that. We're finding uncontested mark and keeping control of the ball, and there's another little good mark. So really nice bit of play from South there. It looks like the coaches, I reckon, at half-time have spoken about opening up vision and getting the ball into space.
Bowring is on the end of that, so some excellent foot passing there to get it to Bowring. She winds up. She looks like she's just drifted it across the face and are behind. So there's the South White bench. Talking tactics there, number 16, Adelaide O'Donoghue. So North Green will get it out of there with a kick to a pack. No one can take the mark. There's half a dozen of them around there. Ali Green, number 14, just foxed it out nicely to a teammate in Conkey, who had a kick smothered. Broomhall's knocked off the kick. In they go. Some of these girls deceptively strong in the tackle. They may be stringy in the arms, Jeremy, but they can certainly stick a tackle. Here goes Broomhall again. In over the footy. And Lily Nast tries to break clear but can't. So a 1 point margin here, South White. Duff TV bringing you all the pictures at the moment. Little handball came out there from Jasmine Thompson, one of the co-captains. She goes in with a tackle again, number 4, Broomhall. Nicely out to Millie Clark. And ball close to the line. Didn't go out. Here's Broomhall again, who's starting to get some touches. Couldn't handle that one. Newnham, and Misha Barwin, I should say. Ball flicks out the back. Millie Clark. Handball's effective. Barwin, just a chaos ball inside 50. Madison Devine tried to go through. Half-distance kick, but the mark has been taken. And it's Lily Nast. Nast bites off a kick in the corridor. Might work out okay if it gets over the back. Maloney. She's got to go again, Maloney. Heidi Preshaw with the handball. Just has to go back and win the footy again. Bingley, that's nicely done. She's a real goal kicker, is Bingley. That's a real high, wobbly ball. Oh, Davis, drop sheet is taken. Here's an opportunity. It could go to North Green, and Chelsea Bazima gets the goal. Chelsea Bazima gets her first and the first goal of the second half. So that was nicely done by Bazima, but Maloney did some real hard, tough work back there. And Bingley.
Yes, that's exactly right. We just had a drop mark there to
Davis,
yeah, who's been very, very good today as well. So that's probably her first mistake for the day, and it's going to cost her a goal. So South again had the ball inside 50 for a little bit of time, weren't able to score, and then up the other end North went and had a shot on goal and made the most of it. So we've got a good game on our hands.
It was a tough one too. It was high, it was wobbling, but she couldn't quite take the mark, and it cost them dearly. Ball kicked off the ground by Conkey. South having to really repel here. Ball flicks over the back. The young lady who was looked like she was in a bit of trouble, Neve Harding, seems to be covering the ground pretty well for number 26 for North Green. Good to see her back. Callow, nicely done to Whitney. Now it's Barwin, and she is tackled by Whitney. That's a terrific tackle, or is it a sling tackle? Is it a dangerous tackle? Umpire said need to be protected. Strong, about to take the mark, had it knocked away, runs away. The kick is over the back. It might just wobble in for a behind.
We see that little short, uncontested mark again from South. Looks like North are looking to do that as well. So obviously looks like a directive at half time.
The kick out is okay. Finds Thompson. So Thompson, there's a 50-metre penalty, 50 in this comp. 50's a lot for the girls, isn't it?
Absolutely. Good 2 kicks.
Yeah. Thompson runs into a brick wall and is pinged. So she might just lose that meterage that she just gained. As Barwin kicks it high, and almost the mark taken by Stella Pritchard. And which way is the umpire going with this? It is a free kick going to, looks like Whitney.
Play on!
Called to play on. A stabbing ball. No mark from Harding. Now Thompson got it to Maloney. Ball just dropped out of her hands. Sokolski couldn't pick it up in the first instance. And Preshaw can't keep it in. It'll be a ball in. Boundary throw in. We've gone 10 minutes in the third term. North Green by 4 points. With a goal to Bazima. And that's not the siren, that's a train going past in the background, if you can hear that honking, I think. South in a bit of trouble here. Hersey picks it up, jams it on the boot. Bazima's there. This might just roll through for a behind. And so another behind. 22 plays 17, 5 points the difference. Davis takes full meterage and kicks it out along the outer side, but it's going to come back. And it's Richardson for North Green. Awkward style. And the mark taken by Harding. She wants to play on and then she dropped the footy. Well, you take the risk, try to take the advantage, and she got nailed. Preshaw did it nicely. Good mark. So Barwin's been pretty significant in this third term. Jeremy, she's looking like she's going okay. Yeah, she's a very good runner, isn't she? Like, here she is again receiving the ball from where after she kicked it. So she just covers the ground well and gets herself into some space. And she's a real goer for her size as well. She doesn't mind putting her body on the line. So yeah, she's had a fair bit of the ball in this third quarter, start of the third quarter. Ella Nast for North Green. Weldon has to go back and pick it up. Tries to push off. Got the handball away, but back to Anderson. Anderson of South. High bouncing ball. Works out okay for Kelsey Smith, who just hacks it out of there. Too far for Maisie Clark. No one can pick it up. They all overrun it. Barwin again. Kick smothered. And she'll get this kick away. Up it goes. Anderson couldn't take the mark. Below her knees. What a super clean pickup from Anderson. And the little drop kick won't work in the end because Ali Green is there. Nast. Haberley. Bowring. Got it on the boot. Good looking kick. This might roll through. Not a good bounce. It goes to the line.
We saw a really nice ground ball get there from Anderson and then a kick inside 50. So Anderson's actually a state netballer and basketballer as well. So she's quite multi-talented in a lot of sports.
Those ball skills.
Yes.
Here's Anderson again. Jammed it on the boot and that's hit the post.
On cue.
Well, the thing about it, it's clean.
Yeah, it is.
From Anderson.
Yeah, it is.
No fumbles. It's clean. So 4 points the margin now. Haberley. Very consistent. The kick back up through the centre of the ground. Favours Broomhall, but she's got to get rid of it. Anderson again. Slung. Got the handball away. Back in again. An awful lot of shepherding going on. Preshaw tried to get it to Downey. Devine went through the legs. That's a nice manoeuvre. Millie Clark. Well, the kick was off the side of the boot and wasn't meant for Anderson, but she'll gleefully take it. Then she spears the kick, looking for Shelby Leonard, who kicked a goal in the second term. Here's Anderson following up again. Nice move, footwork. Downey lines them up. Good-looking kick. It's high. No mark. Almost to O'Rourke. Then she's tackled. Anderson, she's dangerous around goal. Feeds it out. Devine couldn't get there. Lang, the number 2. No one can really get the footy out of here. Neve Harding's at the bottom of all that. Kelsey Smith was also there. Barwin. Smith. The handball chopped off. Millie Clark is sitting in front. Here's Barwin again. And it was a throw. I don't know, he's plucked that one. There's been quite a few of those today, but...
yeah, it's probably not a bad free kick, is it, though? It's a little bit scrappy, that piece of play, and gives North an opportunity.
Just to break it up a bit.
Yeah.
Here's Haberley. Those left footers, they get you every time. That kick not her best. Here's Lang. Ran into a brick wall, had to get the handball over the top. She might get it again. Below her knees, couldn't bend. Nicely done by Jasmine Thompson to hack ball it out of there. Ella Splan was there. Now Preshaw got it on a boot. Now a chance for Strong. She's had a bounce. She chips a ball. She was really... just impeded there for a second or two, but she's come back into it. Here's Strong, another kick. I think might have been meant for Leonard. It didn't work out. Kelsey Smith for North. Gets it away. Horrible bounce for Downey. But she's back again, tackled. Here's Strong. A little handball out to Anderson. Well, she's the master, or the mistress, you should say, of the balk and the step. And she hits the post.
South look very dangerous, don't they?
They do.
When the ball's spilling around, Strong, Anderson, Barwin, they're very dangerous around goal and when the ball's on the ground.
Those three have been the ones that have been pumping it forward. And Yarran now for South with a wind-up. Not a bad-looking kick. It'll work okay to Anderson. Anderson backpedaling, kept her eye on the ball and took it clean again. Now, she's had a couple of goes, Anderson.
That's your line.
What can she do from here? She's about 25 metres out. Big wind-up. It's coming back. It's a good-looking kick right to the teeth of goal. No look to shepherd it through. And another behind. So another chance goes missing. 2 points the difference now. We've gone 16 and a half. And Anderson, once again, look at that. Just eyes only for the footy.
Yeah, it's sort of taken a bit of a turn from the first half, hasn't it? Look, South were very efficient when they were inside 50. North were the opposite, and it's sort of turned a bit. South have dominated this quarter, but again, haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard as of yet.
No, Haberley, number 23 in green. Bingley. And she might have pushed Strong in the back there. So Strong really knocked up getting the footy in this third term. He kicks high. Devine was the target. Leonard away nicely to O'Rourke. Little kick inside 50. Well, Nast was just waiting for it to bounce to someone else. Then found herself in the play. Out it comes. Nast again. Umpire said play on. Quick little kick. No one can really grab the footy and do anything with it. Here's Nast. Now, can she hit a target? She's decided to kick it high, and it might be coming back. Downey couldn't take the mark, but she recovers well. Bazima did nicely. She might go off the ground if she gets a chance. Below her knees, she just rolls over the top with the tackle. And a ball up. Couple of minutes to go in the third term. 2 points the lead, North Green, but no one in their right mind to be calling this game right till probably the last minute and a half. Here's Nast. Kick smothered. Millie Clark, bit of a front-on work there. She backpedaled. Evie Ward, Clark. Now back to Downey. Downey's got to race in after it again. Habley on hands and knees to Nast. Away goes Maloney. Here's a chance for North to get a goal on the board. It's a real chaos ball. The handball comes out. Hersey is there. The handball came out from Charlie Davis, the number 25. She's got to run and chase now. In goes Bingley. Tried to body away. Nice bit of work there by Fajanic. Got the kick forward. Isabella O'Rourke. Now, Strong. Thought about a bounce. Gets around Bazima and then got the handball away. The kick by Evie Ward is high. No mark there to Harding. Nast lost control of the footy under a bit of pressure. She tries to get this footy out. Quick kick comes out of there and Habley saves the day. I don't think they've got enough time. About 40 seconds to go. She goes through the corridor, which is good, but if it backfires, it mightn't be so good. Here's Broomhall with a kick, and the mark has been taken by Strong. She's going to have to hit a target here. I don't think she can get the distance. Lowers the eyes beautifully, and Lang takes the mark. She doesn't know how much time's left. Back to Strong. Strong with a good strong kick has missed. Another opportunity goes begging.
Yeah, it's just haven't quite been able to take their opportunities, have they?
2-9.
Yeah, it's a lot of points, isn't it? And I reckon they've kicked 5 or 6 this quarter. So, but again, nice bit of play there from Strong. And Broomhall just lowering their eyes and finding a target inside 50 and through the middle of the ground. So I think that was the thing to take out of the quarter was the contest was still fierce with some good tackling and good contested work. But yeah, the one thing I really got out of that quarter is that ability to open up their vision and find some uncontested marks. And then I think we saw they were able to take distance. It's not just contest to contest to contest and having to rely on contest wins. It's being able to get
Maloney
the other end of the ground via uncontested marks, which was good to see.
Yes, some of the real stars of South came out there, didn't they? In Strong and I guess some other players. I thought Maisie Clark did pretty well too. Downey was good for them. Anderson in particular, they really did start to come out of the woodwork. So it is three-quarter time here at the Ulverstone Recreation Ground. North Green 3-4-22, South White 2-9-21. Goal kickers for North Green. Bazima has a single along with Herbert and also Bell, and they are 3 goal kickers for them. And for South White, they've got a couple on the board. Henricks with 2 and Leonard with 2, but they've got a lot of point kickers. They've got 2-9-21. It is three-quarter time where the 1 point margin will be back with the final quarter shortly. Welcome back to Ulverstone Recreation Ground for the Devils under-16 girls, North Green v South White. And it has been a nip and tuck game. Joining me for the last quarter is Jack Anders, the development coordinator for the Northwest. Jack, welcome to you.
Thanks, Michael. Yeah, good to be here, mate. I know Jeremy Webley did a great job, but
you did.
Just stepping in.
No, that's good. Jeremy's itching to get out there and have a bit more of a look around, I think. So, Jack, you're the man for this last quarter as we get into it. Here we go. Quick kick out by Nast. That's Lily Nast with Green. And Samara Whitney tries to go through. Bowering with the handball over the top. Richardson. Kick was partially smothered. Conkey can't quite get there to bend over and pick it up, and then knocked it forward. That was well done to Thompson. So North Green go slightly into attack. Bingley would back herself in this situation. Nice tackle. In they go hard. Bingley. Nice kick by Conkey. Or spear, really. Under pressure, the South back line. Hersey couldn't quite get it. Nice little snap-on goal here, and that was by Taylor Bell, and that ball's hit the behind post. Will be a ball in. Gee, first goal's pretty important here, Jack, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Been even the whole game, so it'd be interesting who fires the first shot here, but good pressure there from North Green to keep it inside their 50.
Not a lot of breeze around, but it might be favouring the end to which North Green are kicking. Gee, that's a good bit of play. South get out of trouble. Now to Strong. But when she's got some green grass and space in front of her, she loves to bounce. And then she's been mown down here and pushed. And then immediately thoughts to get on with it. She goes inside 50. The kick, Preshaw couldn't take it. She's been pushed forward in this last quarter. Barwin just paddles out in front. Preshaw again had a fresh airy. And away they go through Kelsey Smith, North Green. Anderson, that was an awkward one to get clean. This time she picks it up clean. Kick was smothered. So some work here to do for North Green. Bazima, a nice little spin. Now she ran past it. Anderson came back. And she's been caught in a really good tackle. And that was a throw. So Jasmine Thompson with the free kick. The tackling on both teams has been superlative today. Yeah,
really good there from South White. They kept it inside their 50 a little bit, but yeah, North Green applying that pressure and getting the ball out here now.
Bazima now. Big drop punt. That's a nice mark to Bingley. We know she can really turn it on, Bingley. She runs a full measure and then kicks beautifully, and the mark has been taken here by Charlie Davis. This is a good push forward by North Green. A high kick, and Bingley gets to the front but takes the mark. And well, look, she might not quite have the journey here, Bingley. Looked like she had something in her eye there for a second. She might just set it up. Gets it really high, hoping for a tall to take a mark. And they have, and that is Davis who delivered to Bingley.
Great link-up play there from North Green, all the way from their half-back line. They took chip mark all the way down and a couple of strong marks, contested marks there inside their forward 50.
Charlie Davis from about 20. Lines them up and just gets it through for a behind. In the end, it's that wobbly sort of movement of the ball as they come in. Is something that the girls will develop, won't they, as they get
yeah, that's
a little
right.
bit more experience.
Just staying still in front of the goals and pointing their body towards the goals there.
So here we go. Nice bounce and run from O'Rourke. Kelsey Smith did well to get in front. Handball out, Bazima. Got a kind bounce and then not sure how she quite got rid of that. Here's Preshaw, has been, as I said, been pushed forward. She played down back in that third term. Thompson. Kick didn't quite have the measure. Devine threw it on the boot. It's high. Anything can happen. Oh, here's an opportunity. Running into an open goal and kicking the goal was Josie Rose, who spent most of the first 3 quarters down back, and she drifts forward and kicks a lovely goal, and South White are in front by 4.
Yeah, that was great play there from South White. Looked like they're using their run a lot more than North Green. They're sort of trying to chip mark up down the ground. They'll be pretty disappointed with that. Obviously had a couple of good plays up in their forward line but couldn't capitalise, but South White will be very happy with that.
Well, Josie Rose, and here's Devine. And Rose just read it beautifully off the pack. It was just wonderful work, and she just drew that back nicely.
Great crumbing goal there, and as you said before, Michael, that the South Wide have fired the first blow.
Yeah, they have. Broomhall out of the centre. Here's Rose again, who really is sniffing something here. Here's a real goal kicker in Henricks, who's kicked one. She might have kicked another one. They've popped two in the board in the space of a minute. And Henricks becomes the first multiple goal scorer in the game. And this has been a real nice spurt here by South White. And Broomhall, the catalyst here.
Yeah, just another quick clearance there from South White and pouncing on that bobbling ball there in the forward 50, and they've got another one.
Well, she's really good around goals, you can tell, is Ellie Henricks. She made no mistake there. And laconically, the goal umpire just cruises into the middle of his position to give a goal. Well done. We need umpires in the game. Here comes Thompson. Thompson tries to fend off a couple, and gee, this is the biggest margin, 10 points in the game. It's been nothing but about under 5 for the whole match. Here's Strong, looking for O'Rourke in the centre. Samara Whitney just tracks it nicely, finds a bit of space. She did that so well, and the kick is chopped off in the end by Broomhall, who's having some sort of a early part of the last quarter, but that kick's not too good. Weldon takes it, fends off Strong, and gets a handball over the top. Haberley now kicks long, but errantly. No mark by Downey. They come out of half back with a high kick. Clark's got a back pedal here, but did well enough to take the mark. Clark called to play on, had someone cruising past, ignored that, and then kicked to a pack situation. O'Rourke there, just paddling in front. Got possession, did it well, used a left boot. Bouncing ball. Here's an opportunity for Rose. She's got one, set up one. She might have two, does she? No. Well, her move up forward's been inspired.
Yeah, looking really dangerous every time the ball comes in there. And again, South White just pouncing on the bouncing ball off the pack and having another shot on goal.
Well, it could be a master stroke here with Rose. The long kick out. Broomhall was the back, couldn't mark. Preshaw there, the number 10 for the White. And a ball up. 7 minutes gone, final term. And it is 11 points the difference in this game. Devine, a little backhander. Clark was there. Little kick. Ball was touched, so no mark. And a bit of a crocodile roll over the top of there, Jason Thompson. There's the South White bench, and Anderson even having a spell, and Strong just to have those legs toward the end of this match. Millie Richardson in there for White. Haberley, Broomhall, Clark gets the kick high. Nast has to come with the spoil. And it was Gillow, the kick away. Awkward bounce, ends up with Broomhall. Another possession to her in this final term. But the mark has been taken by Georgia Gillow. In damage control at the moment, North Green. South White really coming home hard in this final quarter. Handball over the top. Newnham couldn't quite collect it. Thrown on the boot by Ali Green. They get it out of trouble. Now the chance here for Millie Richardson. Tried to set up a teammate there in Stella Pritchard. And that ball might just roll through for a behind. It does. South White leading this game now by 12 points. So North Green are going to have to kick 3 goals in this last quarter to draw level.
Yeah, they really just need to link up again here out of their half back line like they've done so well all day today.
Josie Rose taken away by Thompson of North Green. Gillow in position A, takes the mark. Well, they're pretty keen to play on. Sometimes I think they play on a little bit too quickly because nothing is up forward, but she just delays this. Kick just dies a little bit. Bingley, left footer. Little handball over the top. That was by Taylor Bell of North. Hersey overran it. No free kick there to Herbert. And a ball up. So North Green have it.
Yes, the brains trust up there.
Matty Armstrong there with his hands in the air. Jeremy Webley.
His little sidekick Harry Bomford there as well. Shout out to Bomber.
Well, those boys will learn a lot and sitting with Matthew Armstrong for any sort of time.
Oh, definitely.
Another ball up, so North Green have got it in attack. It's 10 minutes gone in the final term and they need goals. They don't need points. They need to get a goal or two on the board to get back into this. Here's Bowering, who's been good all day for them. Thompson, who's really lifted in this final term. Kicks a little bit off target. Broomhall again, who's been everywhere. Anderson back on the field. Look for Clark. Overcooked the kick. Nicely done by Harding. Put a handball away to a teammate there in Whitney, who was taken high. Back to Haberley. Haberley kicks high. Up they go. That's a good mark. That's a nice mark to Conkey. Conkey wants to play on. Gets ball to boot. Which way will it roll? Bell on hands and knees. Hersey played for a free kick there. Didn't get it and a ball up. Wow. Just in a blink of an eye. Quick goals in this last term by South. Have really popped the question to North Green. O'Rourke couldn't get through. Anderson, who just plucks that ball from nowhere. High kick. Rory Ling was in front. She's back again, got the handball away. Thompson. Anderson, got it to Clark. Now, Taylor, Holberg, Cox. A couple out there with the helmets on. That might have just done me in for a second or two. And a ball up. Here's Rose. She's reached that ball out of the back and she's keen to get a piece of it. Owen can get out of here. Neve Harding on hands and knees. Haberley. Anderson tries to shrug the tackle, gets spun. Henricks in there. Lang. The handball looking for Henricks. Lang followed up nicely with a nice paddle. There's some trouble here for North Green, but well done by Kelsey Smith to get it out wide. No mark to Barwin. He goes back in fighting with Nast. And Nast had a back and then somehow got out of there. Smart play. And the kick to Bingley. Bingley takes the mark. Saw a player running past in a bit of space, Weldon, but the kick didn't quite get there. Nice work, defensive work by Fajanic. Bowering, steadied. That's good play. She just pulled back a little bit and then found a target. Now Barwin. Barwin goes inside 50, almost a mark to Rose. Wouldn't doubt her here because she's been good at ground level. Handball came out from Kelsey Smith. Oh, here's a chance for Rose. She's got another. She has been dangerous up forward. She boots a second for the term. And they have skipped away South White. They're really pushing hard in this final quarter. We've gone 13 minutes and Rose, just all her ability to stay in the contest. Yeah, she's been in every goal this quarter, I think, Michael. Yep. She's had a hand in every goal and she's got two of her own in this quarter as well. Don't know if it's those pink boots, but she has dominated this last quarter. Well, she just stays in it. She tracks the footy and then gets around. She's clever, got the ball on a boot and she kicks another goal, so she becomes a multiple goal scorer. Duff TV bringing you all the action. Michael Maney and Jack Anders in this last quarter. North Green go into attack, but they haven't been able to score. All done by Sokolski to get it away for the South, and not there in time. Sophie Strong. Just can't seem to lock it in there, North Green. They can get it in there out of the clearance, but need to lock it in and create some opportunities. Yeah, absolutely. Big long throw in, Preshaw. Got a field in front of her. She looked for Rose, why wouldn't you? It ends up with her anyway, shrugs the tackle. She's hunting another goal, Rose. She finds a bit of space, puts it on a boot and kicks another. That is spirited play by Rose. She's got 3 for the quarter. She's the game breaker.
Well, that's just excellent from there. She stayed in the contest, as you said before, Michael. She stays in every contest, and the ball just bobbled up, but she snatched that, and that's another fantastic running goal there from Rose.
All set up here by Preshaw, who's played very consistently. And here's Rose, her ability to stay in the contest. They can't tackle her. Gets it onto a boot. And so many of the girls this afternoon have been able to get the ball on their boot near goal and not finish. But she's been able to do it. So it gets out to a big lead here, 24 points now. That could be a free kick against Preshaw. And now the umpire's going to give her a free kick. And I thought that ball just fell out of her hand. She's got another possession here with 15 and a half gone in the final quarter. Could be a nice little breeze blowing to that end. 3 or 4 goals maybe, we think. Martin Duffy right at the top there might be feeling all of that nice breeze.
Must be feeling all the wind up there, Duff, I reckon.
Yes,
looks like on the umpire's shirt there, it's blowing a little bit.
Yeah.
So
you've got to make the most of every opportunity, and North Green hadn't been able to do that today. Harding gets the kick away. Here's an opportunity for another one with Bowen. A kick right to the line. Is it mark? No mark. They played on. Bit of confusion. Goal umpire says another goal. Stella Pritchard kicks another one. And this is now looking like a significant win to South White. And here's the replay.
Yeah, it looked like only the North Green ruckman went up, but it doesn't matter. The South White midfielders pounced on that and created another opportunity, which there's been plenty of them in this last quarter, and they've taken every single one with both hands.
And of course, all of the ball has to be over when it's near the line. If part of the ball's over, it's still in play. And I think Pritchard knew that and quickly got it onto a boot. So this has been a very special final quarter by South White. Another ball up. Broke it open with Josie Rose with 3 last quarter goals. Here's Whitney, handball over the top. Bingley should kick this from here. Bingley, she gets enough on it. And Davis gets back. Davis has been steady back there. Shelby Leonard now playing in the back line. Here's another Davis, Charlie Davis. Now she's running into an open goal here, and she's fluffed the kick. And this is where Rose has been so good. She gets the ball within 15-20 metres and she nails the thing. Yeah,
just not composed enough there from the North Green team.
Yes, it's I guess early in the career of these young ladies making their way out in the game. Not quite sure about that handball there. It might have just run out of bounds, but they didn't got quite close to the line. The Davis handball was unusual, to say the least. Back into play. That boundary umpire's had his cornflakes for breakfast. Got that really in a long way and bypassed both the rucks. Here's Preshaw again. Lost the footy. Thompson comes in for North Green, the number 4. Here's Conkey. He's kicked it off the ground. Maloney tries to get through, tackled. She goes back in after it again. It fell on the lap, to be honest. Conkey with another handball back to Bell. Bell gets tackled, but the ball held in. And will be a ball up. Just almost 19 minutes gone.
Starved of opportunity here in North Green with the pressure from South White. They've done it in their forward line, but also at their defensive end. They just haven't allowed them any shots on goal.
It was really hard to predict that this was going to happen in the final term, because scores are level at quarter time and half time, and a point at 3/4 time.
Yeah, that's right. You said first goal would be really important, but I didn't think it'd be this important.
No, it's been a real procession in the end. Here's Strong, who's been absolutely brilliant all day. Sophie Strong, probably the best player in the field for my liking. Here's Rose. Well, she didn't have to fall over. She could have kept her feet, but she got it out. Lang leaves it for Rose. Rose got through. Handball looking for Strong. Strong is tackled. Thought it might have been pushing the back. And the umpire will call for it again.
Rose should be fresh in the minds of the Western Riders.
Would be, and there's the siren. And it has been quite a remarkable final term for South White. A term where they booted 5 goals 2 in the last quarter to, let's have a look, 1 goal 1. And it was, in the end, a convincing victory by 29 points. So South White 7-11-53 to North Green 3-6-24. So South White win it. Well, let's go to the goal kickers before we get some comment from Jack Anders about the match. Goal kickers for South White, Josie Rose with 3 all in the last quarter. 2 to Ellie Henricks, and then a single to Stella Pritchard. So they are the goal scorers for South White. And for North Green, we had a single to Bazima, the same to Herbert, and there is Taylor Bell with a single goal.
Play on.
Called to play on. Kicks it inside 50. Nast at the back. Oh, that's a lovely mark taken by Sophie Strong. Now she's off. Keeps it low. No one scored a goal yet. Savannah Maloney gets it long, and that's a terrific mark being taken back there by Josie Rose. She's been good back there. All the defensive players have been terrific, and that's a good mark by Mia Anderson. Good hands, and the kick was terrific. Also to Strong. Strong just delayed it a bit and chipped it nicely. Little handball over the top by Bowring. So they go inside again. No one scored a goal yet. Savannah Maloney gets it long, and that's a terrific mark being taken back there by Josie.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed watching the girls for 12 months. These girls obviously played footy for a longer period of time, so their fundamental skills are a lot better or more developed at this stage. North
Green inside, attacking 50. Picked up and shot for goal there by Ben Herbert, and that might have just rolled through. Desperate by Rose. Bingley's a gun. Defending here by South, tries to crash through. Did it nicely too, Downey. Handball over the top. So this is a nice bit of play here. Finished off by Bowring. Now they go. Here's a real chance. That was Portia Lambie. Now the kick inside 50. Bouncing ball's not going to bounce the right way. It might trickle through for a behind. No one. Picked up. Snap. I think that's a goal.
Right through.
Ellie Henricks. Well, she kicked her behind a moment ago off the ground, and she's looked really like a goal sneak up forward there for South, because South are really trying to push this forward. Here's Weldon, I think it is. In fact, it's Newnham. So Newnham back to Weldon. So they're waxing there. Maybe she'll get it back again. But Newnham goes inside 50 in this term. Harrison took a nice mark a moment ago. The kick's a little bit awkward. Strong couldn't take the mark, but she really lowered the eyes beautifully and picked out a target, and Shelby Leonard has got it about 30 metres from goal, and she's looking around to see if she might be able to give this off. But this is what Strong's been good at, lowering the eyes and just pinpointing a target.
Yeah, she's really stood out a few times, hasn't she? She's clean below her at ground ball, and then she's got nice leg speed and a fantastic pass there as well. So she's had a couple of really solid moments this quarter to set up a couple of scoring opportunities. As I think that might have been touched, or is that
wobbly old ball?
Looks like they're going to pay it.
Yep. Lily Nast with a quick handball for Green. Swung around was the skipper and Mia Anderson, but it falls here to the North Green team. Herbert's there. Oh, roving it beautifully. They might get some reward here with Taylor Bell just surging forward, and as quick as you like, they respond. And that's something, Jeremy, they haven't been able to do. Nast couldn't take it. That was Ella Nast. Here's an opportunity for Strong. She can have a bounce. I think maybe the first or second bounce we've seen today. Strong just chipped the little ball, but in the end, it was Papavazalou.
Yeah, but I think it's good to see them trying to get the ball into space. Like we saw there that South took a risk before. They did finally get it out the other side, and then Strong has some space to run and move. So I think that's the next phase for the girls, to open up their vision and find little uncontested marks like it is here. Fantastic play.
Yep.
I think that is Strong there. She goes, she's got space to run and move, and then hopefully find another target inside 50 like that. So we can see there that's a nice piece of play there. There's no risk in that. We're finding uncontested mark and keeping control of the ball, and there's another little good mark. So really nice bit of play from South there. It looks like the coaches, I reckon, at half-time have spoken about opening up vision and getting the ball into space.
Has to go back and win the footy again. Bingley, that's nicely done. She's a real goal kicker, is Bingley. That's a real high, wobbly ball. Oh, Davis, drop sheet is taken. Here's an opportunity. It could go to North Green, and Chelsea Bazima gets the goal. Chelsea Bazima gets her first. Like she was in a bit of trouble. Neve Harding seems to be covering the ground pretty well for number 26 for North Green. Good to see her back. Callow, nicely done to Whitney. Now it's Bowen, and she is tackled by Whitney. That's a terrific tackle. Or is it a sling tackle? Is it a dangerous tackle? Umpire said need to be protected. Strong, about to take the mark, had it knocked away, runs away. The kick is over the back. It might just wobble in for a behind. Richardson for North Green. Awkward style, and the mark. Taken by Harding. She wants to play on, and then she dropped the footy. Well, you take the risk, try to take the advantage, and she got nailed. Preshaw did it nicely. Good mark. So Barwin's been pretty significant in this third term. Jeremy, she's looking like she's going okay.
Yeah, she's a very good runner, isn't she? Look, here she is again receiving the ball from where after she kicked it. So she just covers the ground well and gets herself into some space.
And Yaron now for South with a wind-up. Not a bad-looking kick. It'll work okay to Anderson. Anderson backpedaling, kept her eye on the ball. Been superlative today.
Yeah, really good there from South White. They kept it inside their 50 a little bit, but yeah, North Green applying that pressure and getting the ball out here now.
Bazima now. Big drop punt. That's a nice mark to Bingley. We know she can really turn it on, Bingley. She runs a full measure and then kicks beautifully, and the mark has been taken here by Charlie Davis. This is a good push forward by North Green. A high kick, and Bingley gets to the front but takes the mark. And well, look, she might not quite have the journey here, Bingley. Looked like she had something in her eye there for a second. She might just set it up. Gets it really high, hoping for a tall to take a mark, and they have. And that is Davis, who delivered to Bingley. Here's Preshaw, has been, as I said, been pushed forward. She played down back in that third term. Thompson. Kick didn't quite have the measure. Devine threw it on the boot. It's high. Anything can happen. Oh, here's an opportunity. Running into an open goal and kicking the goal was Josie Rose. Yeah, they have Broomhall out of the centre. Here's Rose again, who really is sniffing something here. Here's a real goal kicker in Henricks, who's kicked one. She might have kicked another one. They've popped two in the board in the space of a minute. Henricks in there. Lang. The handball looking for Henricks. Lang followed up nicely with a nice paddle. There's some trouble here for North Green, but well done by Kelsey Smith to get it out wide. No mark to Barwin. He goes back in fighting with Nast. And Nast had a back and then somehow got out of there. Smart play. And the kick to Bingley. Bingley takes the mark. Saw a player running past in a bit of space, Weldon, but the kick didn't quite get there. Nice work, defensive work for Janic. Bowering, steadied. That's good play. She just pulled back a little bit and then found a target. Now Barwin. Barwin goes inside 50, almost a mark to Rose. Wouldn't doubt her here because she's been good at ground level. Handball came out from Kelsey Smith. Oh, here's a chance for Rose. She's got another. She has been dangerous up forward. She boots her second for the term. And they have skipped away, South White. They're really pushing hard in this final quarter. We've gone 13 minutes, and Rose, just her ability to stay in the contest.
Yeah, she's been in every goal this quarter, I think,
Yep.
Michael. She's had a hand in every goal, and she's got 2 of her own in this quarter as well. Don't know if it's those pink boots, but she has dominated this last quarter.
Well, she just stays in it. She tracks the footy and then gets around. She's clever, got the ball on a boot, and she kicks another goal, so she becomes a multiple goal scorer. Duff TV bringing you all the action. Michael Maney and Jack Anders in this last quarter. North Green go into attack, but they haven't been able to score. All done by Sokolski to get it away for the South, and not there in time. Sophie Strong.
Just can't seem to lock it in there, North Green. They can get it in there out of the clearance, but need to lock it in and create some opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. Big long throw in. Preshaw got a field in front of her. She looked for Rose. Why wouldn't you? It ends up with her anyway. Shrugs the tackle. She's hunting another goal, Rose. She finds a bit of space, puts it on a boot, and kicks another. That is spirited play by Rose. She's got 3 for the quarter. She's the game breaker.
Well, that's just excellent from there. She stayed in the contest, as you said before, Michael. She stays in every contest, and the ball just bobbled up, but she snatched that, and that's another fantastic running goal there from Rose.
All set up here by Preshaw, who's played very consistently. And here's Rose, her ability to stay in the contest. They can't tackle her. Gets it onto a boot, and so many of the girls this afternoon have been able to get the ball on their boot near goal and not finish, but she's been able to do it. But you've got to make the most of every opportunity, and North Green hadn't been able to do that today. Harding gets the kick away. Here's an opportunity for another one with Bowen. Her kick right to the line. Is it mark? No mark. They played on. Bit of confusion. Goal umpire says another goal. Stella Pritchard kicks another one. And there's the siren. And it has been quite a remarkable final term for South White. A term where they booted 5 goals 2 in the last quarter to, let's have a look, 1 goal 1. And it was, in the end, a convincing victory by 29 points. So South White 7-11-53 to North Green 3-6-24. So South White win it. Well, let's go to the goal kickers before we get some comment from Jack Anders about the match. Goal kickers for South White: Josie Rose with 3, all in the last quarter. 2 to Ellie Henricks, and then a single to Stella Pritchard. So they are the goal scorers for South White. And for North Green, we had a single to Bazima, the same to Herbert, and there is Taylor Bell with a single goal. So I think Shelby Leonard is the other goal scorer, I should say, for South White. So Shelby Leonard getting a goal.